Hello and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, in which we talk all things K-pop. Hello. My name is Sophie. I just kind of like blanked out for a second just then. I couldn't remember what I say. Um, I guess hi. I could do words. Yeah, I can do them. I've been doing them for years. I've been talking for ages. I'm sure my parents would even say she hasn't stopped talking. That one, like, you're not wrong. Maybe a little bit mean. You're not wrong. So, fun, funny little hee hee ha ha thing. I got my second lobe piercing today. I kid you not. I decided to do this about 24 hours ago. Like, I kid you not. I was just I was sat on this sofa and I was like, you know what would be like cool if I finally just did it? Get my second lobe done. Like get my second it's like in ear piercing, I guess. You can have up to three like piercings in like the fleshy part of your ear. And I had my first ones, like my original done when I just turned 15 and now I'm 22 and a half. So it's been a win. It's been a while. It's been a minute. And I kind of have always thought about the potential of getting another one of them done, but I didn't know when I wanted it, and it just never sort of like happened. I think yeah. So originally it was like 2018 when I got them done, and I wanted to wait until um these ones had obviously healed, and then like just time kept on going. And then it was the pandemic, the original place that I had gone to, like the first time. I don't recommend doing this, but it was in the upstairs offices of a jeweler's that is reputable, but I would not recommend going and getting your ears pierced in like an environment with a lot of mess and like office junk in it. Not because it got infected, mind you. Like it was totally fine, but it was just like the kind of like eeriness of like being there and doing it in that environment. But then, so yeah, it when kind of again time went by and I didn't really know when or how I would do it. I didn't like getting my second one done. So I was like, okay. And then it was about a year ago. I was like, I want to get my nose pierced. So then within like 2 days I had done it. And then again we're like 5 days after that we had to get rid of it. Because it like I don't think it got infected because like but then like it was just stinging a lot and it would just randomly start hurting and it was just a lot of like sensory stuff around like there. I think like because obviously there's a lot of nerves around there. It was a lot, and so we took that one out. And yeah, I've kind of always toyed with the idea of having my second lobe piercing done, and getting the third one done as well, so I can have like traffic light earrings in my ears, so like red, orange, and green. I don't know why. I've always kind of wanted that. So yeah, I got those done today, and I got little moons in because the lady was like, "Oh, we don't really have much in. There's only like these two options. But if you want to wait, then we can like wait for the order to come in. Then we can like look about getting some different ones in. But no, they had just like regular balls or little moons, and I was like, "Oh, the moons." So me and my friend went. Mind you, this friend is like 17, so like realistically, she probably shouldn't have been like a chaperone person, but we did it. and I have my second lobes done, and they look really cute. And she told me to wait until tomorrow to start cleaning them. So I also got some wound wash, like a saline spray solution. The lady also said just boiling water, and I think, yeah, I think maybe like it was just like the healing thing. It just didn't work right with my face. So we're hoping that this works. It doesn't hurt, thank God. Like both of them don't hurt. Like I have for about the first hour, but yeah, that has been my fun adventure for today. So, what are we talking about? We are talking about RM from BTS's solo music. So, as you know, this week we've been doing about the solo adventures of the BTS members. And I couldn't. So, what went up today? Oh, this was meant to come up today. Oh, I'm so sorry. So, yesterday, Tuesday, was Yoongi Sugars. And then on Monday it was J-Hope's. I should also have put like Augustine on Yoongi's, but I didn't. So, oh well. So yeah, you're literally getting this episode on April Fool's Day. I do kind of think it is funny though that I got it done on April Fool's Day, and it's meant to be like a prank, like a pranking day, and I'm like, actually, no, it's not. Like, I genuinely actually did get this done, and we're gonna hopefully it remains in my ears. I really hope it does. RM is the debut mixtape of South Korean rapper RM, then known as Rap Monster, released on the 20th of March 2015 by sorry, I can't speak, Big Hit Entertainment on SoundCloud. So, to give you a little bit of background on RM, so prior to his career with BTS, he began writing poetry in his second year of elementary school, focusing on the topics of despair, loneliness, and the relationship between the self and the world. At age 11, RM developed an interest in hip hop music and grew interested in lyricism following an introduction to American rapper Eminem by his school teacher. By the first year of middle school, RM had begun rapping in an amateur hip hop circle and became active, like the amateur hip hop circles even, and became active in the underground Korean hip hop scene under the moniker Runch Runda, releasing a number of tracks and collaborations with other underground rappers before then becoming a trainee at Big Hit Entertainment to pursue a career in music as a member of a hip hop group similar to One Time in 2010. And then, as the plans for the group transitioned to a more traditional idol group, RM recalls that he felt like he was living a counterfeit life but remained in the group as CEO, and she promised him that he could make music himself. He could make music he had written, not the not the music that other people had written. So he trained under them for about 3 years, writing alongside J Hope and Sugar before making his debut, obviously. And a lot of so in the first few years of his career, both him and Sugar faced criticism for basically becoming sellouts in the underground hip hop scene to become traditional idols. But honestly, though, I feel like through BTS, I've also kind of gone into some weird underground rapping stuff. Not even just like Korean, but like English ones. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so release and promotions. On the 11th of March 2015, RM announced the release of its debut mixtape on the 17th. For a post on the mixtape's cover art on BTS's blog page alongside its themes of You Do You, I Do I. In the lead up to the mixtape's release, the music video for the track Awakening was released. I'm so sorry, on the 13th of March. But then the mixtape was actually delayed until the 20th of March 2015, due to wanting to improve its production. So, yeah. and they had 11 tracks, sorry. So Voice, Do You, which contains the original beat of Aerosol Can as performed by Major Lazer. Awakening, which contains the original beat for The Alarm, performed by Big Crit. A Monster, which contains the original beat of Groom Simba and performed by J. Cole. Throwaway, containing original beats from the Hypest Hype as performed by Chase and the Status. Joke, containing beats from Oh My Darling Don't Cry, performed by Run the Jewels. God Rap, containing beats of God's Gift as performed by J. Cole. Rush, featuring Chris Callow. Life, containing beats of Life performed by Jay Dilla. Adrift, containing beats from Lust for Life performed by Drake. And I Believe. So a lot of samples with these, but I obviously think you've got to build up your own style. Next, we then have Mono, which is the second mixtape released on the 23rd of October 2018, featuring 7 tracks and was accompanied by an animated music video for the final track, Forever Rain. Has called Mono a playlist, however, most publications refer to it as a mixtape, and obviously through um, like, streaming services is known as an EP mixtape thing. Okay, and then it has got a few accolades. It was on the 20 best K-pop albums of 2018 critics pick on Billboard, reaching 6. 10 best K-pop albums of the year on Bravo at number 6 as well. The 18 best K-pop B-sides of 2018 on MTV for Everything Goes at number 18, and best music videos for 2018 for Forever Rain at number 48 from the Thrillist. Okay, and obviously we have Tokyo, Soul produced by Hone, Moonchild, Bad Bye with Eon, Good, transliterated into Out of Place, Everything Goes with Nell, and Forever Rain. I think the only song from that I've listened to is Forever Rain, and this isn't like meant to be a criticism, it's just my personal opinion. I don't really like RM's voice. To be fair, 2 out of 7 of the members' voices kind of irritates me. It's kind of a bit weird that I like BTS as a whole. I feel really bad, but RM and Jimin's voices just I don't really like them. And I understand why people do. Don't get me wrong, I do fully understand that aspect of it, and that's why I don't judge anyone or make much comment and nitpick, because I'm just like, what's the point? I just don't like it, so I just don't interact with their solo stuff. But yeah, it has meant that I've not joined in being of people who have listened to those things. But I don't think I would even like the music anyway. But yeah, no, that is just kind of how the cookie crumbles, I guess, in a way. It's just I don't like it, and it's fine. Okay, so Indigo is the debut studio album released on the 2nd of December 2022 through the Big Hit Music. The album marks his first full-length body of work since Mono in 2018 and serves as documentation or archive of his late 20s, and it comprises of 10 tracks this time. So general background. So in June 2022, it was announced that the members would be focusing more on their solo stuff going forward, and RM spoke about dealing with the creative burnout and losing his sense of direction. Following the release of The Map of the Soul 7 and the single Dynamite, and he explained that the pressure of being a part of the K-pop industry to constantly produce music has made it difficult for him to grow and mature as an artist, and that he needed time to think and rediscover his musical identity. And that it had become harder to balance his personal artistic works with the demand of his role in the band, and that he wanted audience to get to know the band members, including himself, as separate entities apart from BTS, and revealed that they had all solo music in the works and that they were preparing to release it. Talk about Jungkook's bass solo stuff? Pretty sure I have. Yeah, I think I was. Oh my god, I think I actually recorded it. Oh, it might have been that stuff I deleted. Oh, that is. That's interesting because I remember talking a bit about it. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to have to work on trying to find that. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. Yeah, I'll find it, don't worry. So, yeah, I also forgot to say goodbye to my mother. Oh well. So, yeah, and I can't speak. Indigo has had quite a few accolades. So, the 25 best K-pop albums of 2022 are ranked number one for Billboard. Best K-pop albums of 2023 and number one for Genius Korea. Best Music of 2022 is Staff Picks at number 1 and number 8 for Rolling Stone. Readers' Survey for Best Albums of 2022 at rank number 2 on Consequence. Just gonna wave to my mother and just gonna pause this. Sorry, just did that. Where are we? 5 Best Korean Hip Hop and R&B albums at number 3 for Rolling Stone India. 50 Best Albums of 2022 at rank number 25 on Genius. Best K-pop albums and albums of 2022. K-pop songs and albums of 2022 on Time. Best Albums of the Year on ICM. Albums of the Year on Hankook Ilbo. And Pop Albums / EPs of 2022 on Bandwagon Asia. So yeah, we have a few like features, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Ow! I just whacked my finger. I'm in a tough time. I fell out of bed. Like you I was gonna talk. I did talk about it on a different episode. That's coming out whenever, and it's ridiculous. So on Monday night in like Tuesday very early morning, it was about half. I think it was 1:45 in the morning. I had woken up to my mum, like, kind of in a bit of a state, I think. She was coming around to my room. She was like, "Oh my God, Sophie, where are you? Where are you?" And I, I was kind of confused. Like, I, I woke up and I was like, "The fuck?" My arm hurt, my foot hurt. I woke up on my floor, like on my bedroom floor. I wasn't at an angle. I was perfectly parallel to my bed. Everything was, and like quite a few of my things were all disrupted, and I was hurting. I was very confused, and the consensus is that I fell out of bed. Now we figured that bit out, but I was kind of a bit unsure about how I got there. Like, I knew the action of what I did, but I didn't know the process in which I ended up parallel to my bed. It was so strange. I'd missed my bedside table. I didn't hit my head on anything, which is what like is so crazy to me. And yeah, so I just woke up on my bedroom floor and I was so confused and my shoulder really hurt for a while and like surprisingly my foot is worse hurt, but my shoulder was the one that like was hurting consistently. It's weird. And yeah, I did think I was gonna have to spend my Tuesday, a whole day, my rest day in like accident emergency or UTC, which is the urgent treatment centre. It's a bit less. It's like the step up. step between a doctor and the A&E is in UTC. And I was a bit concerned that I was going to have to spend my whole day there, but yeah, we seem to be alright. Yeah. I don't know why that happened, but yeah. So, Indigo has Yun with Erika Badu, I think that's how you pronounce it. Still Life with Anderson Paak. All Day with Tableau, Forgetful, or Forgetfulness with Kim Sewell. Closer with Paul Blanco and Manihela. Change Part 2, Lonely Hectic with Cold. Wildflower with Eugene, and number 2 with Park Ji-yoon. Yeah, I think that's like in the music videos, I don't know. And lastly, I believe we have Right Place, Wrong Person. It's the second studio album, released on the 24th of May 2024, containing 2 singles, Come Back to Me and Lost. So in 2023, RM travelled to Spain in search of inspiration for a second solo album, feeling unfulfilled by the critical and commercial success of Indigo. Right, but okay. And in an interview with EFE, he reflected on his journey to rediscover his identity after a decade of navigating the demands of K-pop as a member of BTS. He also revealed that he would not be taking on any projects in the near future in preparation for his mandatory military service, which began on the 11th of December 2023. So, yeah, I don't no, I've not listened to. If I have listened to any of it, then I don't remember. But I remember a song with a music video in a conservatory, or I guess like a sunroom. We call it conservatories in the UK. Yeah. If that's a part of this album, then I did. And if not, then I listened to Indigo more. Yeah. I should probably listen to these things, but again, like I said, I don't really like Aaron's voice. So I don't think it wouldn't do anything. Yeah. So first up we have is Right People, Wrong Place, Nuts, Out of Love, Domo, Do, Domo Daichi featuring Little Sims, Interlude with Domi and JD Beck, Growing Heaven, Lost, Around the World in a Day featuring Moses Sumney, credit roll, Come Back to Me. Trying to see if there is anything about the music video. It does not say. That is fine. We can cope with that. Oh, well, okay. And yeah, I don't know, that's his final solo release thus far. He has had quite a few accolades with this, a lot more than Indigo. So in All Music, he was included on the Favorite Rap and Hip Hop album, the best album of 2024 so far on AP, the 20 best the 20 best K-pop albums of 2024 so far, Staff Picks, at number 1 on Billboard. The 25 best K-pop albums of 2024 Staff Picks at number 1 on Billboard again. The 50 best 50 best albums and EPs of 2024 Staff Picks, which was included on Billboard in the Philippines this time. The best album art and design of 2024, which was included on Creative Review, that's in the UK. And then a most acclaimed K-pop album of 2024, which was included on the list in Forbes. The Genius Community's 50 Best Albums of 2024 at number 39th in Genius Year End. And then the Genius Community's 25 Best Albums of 2024 at number 7 on Genius until August of 2024. Readers' favourite albums of 2024 so far included included on the list on The Guardian in the UK. The Guardian is a newspaper, and I don't think we ever really read The Guardian. We're more of a Daily Mail type of family, which makes me feel a little bit pretentious. Yeah, we were Daily Mail or The Sun actually. We occasionally read The Sun. That was only if we couldn't get the Daily Mail. And to be fair, The Sun was in. We would read The Sun in the Chinese takeaway shop place. Yeah. That makes me feel really fancy. I swear we're not. It's just that when we would get the Daily Mail, it was just kind of the thing that we did, and then we would get the TV Times, which was slipped into the middle of the Daily Mail. It used to be about 50p, I think, back in the day, back in like 2013 or so, which was when we kind of got it the most. Yeah. Didn't read The Guardian anyway. Moving on. The 10 best music projects of 2024. It was included on the list, and it was on Hypebeast, which is based in Hong Kong. Year end 2024, 16 albums of the year. It was included on the list of Ideology in South Korea. And the 10 best music projects of 2024 included on the list for Hypebeast in Hong Kong as well. The 20 best international albums of 2024 included on the list in Minuto Indie in Brazil, and the 50 best albums of 2024 and number 16 on NME in the UK. And the best pop albums of 2024 included on the list for Pop Crush in America, and the 100 best albums of 2024 and number 88 on Rolling Stone, and the best of K-pop checked out the list of albums that stood out in the most in 2024 included on the list in UOL Splash in Brazil, and then the 50 best albums of 2024 and number 28 on Yard Barker. And yeah, quite a few accolades on that. I mean, to be fair, like, I think, and this isn't meant to be, again, it's not meant to ever be criticism, kind of what I say in regards to things like critical acclaim. When, things like an album doesn't do critically well, it isn't always meant to be a slight on the artist, always. Unless of course it's like your song's being boycotted. It just doesn't always work in the way that you want it to, unfortunately. Like, I get it. You want to do critically well, and you don't want to, like, be seen as someone who can't better themselves musically, but at the end of the day, it's not always that your music's bad, it's just when it comes out, I think. And I'm trying to think. It was, yeah, it was, it was the end of 2022, so a lot of people at that time of the year, like, people are more focused on, like, award shows and award show season, and not necessarily about new music. Like, you want to kind of focus on getting your favorite artists like awards rather than necessarily focusing on the music, which, it's a bit shitty, but it's also kind of what happens. And yeah, it's I guess that's just kind of what happened with Indigo, but yeah. Thank you as always for listening, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon for Jimin's solo music, which I'm actually recording right after this. So thank you and goodbye.